Okay, welcome everyone to the Collegewise Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen at any time to write questions to our presenters. Your camera and microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many sessions happening, so please be sure to sign up for additional sessions at strivescan.com/collegewise. And then this session is being recorded and it will be available within about a week at the same website. And with that, I will turn it over to our first presenter, Gonzaga University.
Great, thank you. Welcome everyone. My name is Matt Lyons. Sorry about that.
Sorry, I muted you by accident.
Okay, am I good now? Thumbs up. Okay, so welcome. My name is Matt Lyons. I'm an admission counselor at Gonzaga University. We are a Jesuit Catholic university located in Spokane, Washington, up in the Northwest. We are ranked in the top 20% nationally as a university, and we try to make ourselves strong through academic excellence. And so we don't have graduate students in our science program. So that means our undergrads are the ones doing research with faculty on campus. Our nurses get 2 years of individualized clinical experiences. Our seniors do design projects throughout their entire senior year, really building up that experience for that next step to work in mechanical, civil, computer engineering. And then 56% of our students study abroad. So we really believe in that experiential learning, getting students outside of the classroom and immersing themselves in different cultures. Okay, so Spokane is the second largest city in Washington, a city of about 250,000 people. We're here down at the bottom of your screen, and we're a 15-minute drive from the Spokane airport. So very accessible once you're in the city of Spokane. It's like a $12 to $15 Uber ride just to get to campus. And then if you do want that city environment, we're a 15-minute walk from downtown as well. We get all 4 seasons of weather in Spokane. So for example, it snowed on Friday, but it gets as hot as 100, and spring and fall, all of them beautiful, beautiful parks throughout the city. We're the largest city or largest university in the city of Spokane. So that means our students have the opportunities to truly develop their careers with minimal competition among other schools. So whether you want to find internships, research, outdoor, any type of career development experience that you want, we are able to find that for our students as undergrads at Gonzaga. There are 5 ski areas within 90 miles, and the 2 largest state parks in Washington are within about 45 minutes of campus. So Spokane and Gonzaga have that really great balance of downtown urban environment and outdoor skiing recreational environment. We're ranked in the top 5% nationally for our commitment to undergraduate teaching. And so like I said earlier, that opens opportunities for our students to get that research experience. Faculty are required to have office hours each week. Everything is going to be taught by an adjunct or a full-time faculty member. So there's really hands-on opportunities for our students to get that experience. The average class size is about 22. Really important stat here is our retention rate. 83% of students come from over 200 miles away. So what that means is on the weekends, we're not necessarily treated as a commuter campus. It means that our students are taking the time to invest in building relationships, community, going to retreats, going to basketball games, finding ways to be involved and build the Gonzaga community. About 5,300 undergraduates. We are Jesuit Catholic. We have 24 different faiths represented within the student body on campus. About 45 to 50% of students will identify as Catholic. We have over 75 programs in 5 different schools: College of Arts and Sciences, School of Business, School of Education, School of Engineering, and School of Nursing. And so it's important to know that no matter what you study at Gonzaga, you will take part in our core curriculum, which focuses on the liberal arts and developing your critical thinking, effective communication, and that ability to be a lifelong learner, that desire to become a lifelong learner. In terms of supportive environment on campus, our students are challenged in the classroom and supported all over campus. We have the Unity Multicultural Education Center and Lincoln LGBTQ+ Resource Center, which provide student development-based programs. They'll bring guest speakers to campus, and they're affiliated with a few of the academic programs on campus. We have health and counseling, case managers in the Center for Cura Personalis, and our Office of Mission and Ministry provides about 20 retreats throughout the academic year. There's over 130 clubs ranging from academic honor societies to student body government to man's best friend club if you like dogs, and over 800 student leadership positions. And about 60% of our students will participate in intramurals. And like I said, tons of outdoor recreational opportunities. So GU Outdoors is able to help you with that. So if you are interested in applying to Gonzaga, we are on the Common App exclusively. We are, our application now is December 1st. And so we are going to look at your GPA, your AP, IB, honors, dual enrollment courses, your activities, your references, and the quality of writing on your Common Application. We are test optional for all 2021 applicants. So if you do want your test scores considered, we can consider those as well. All students are eligible for a merit scholarship, regardless of applying test optional or not. Next year, merit scholarships are going to range from about $13,000 to $24,000 per year for 4 years, and 99% of students at Gonzaga are receiving some sort of financial aid. If you're interested in nursing or civil, computer, electrical, or mechanical engineering, those are direct entries. So you will want to apply as a first-year student into those programs. Then just to finish up on financial aid, we also award a lot of need-based aid. So a Gonzaga grant and a merit scholarship locked in for 4 years and will not decrease while you're at Gonzaga. At Gonzaga, it's important you know that we are a big community. So a really big goal for us is to help you find that home away from home. With so many students coming from far away, taking the time to reflect on their experience and take this Jesuit mission out to always strive for more and figure out what more they can do to better society, or find ways to implement faith, spirituality, and just this idea of being a contemplative in action to improve where you're at. We constantly want you to strive for more at Gonzaga.
Okay, thank you, Gonzaga. Our next institution tonight is Seattle University.
Hi, everyone. My name's J.R. Rabago. I'm from Seattle University. And so at Seattle University, we're very similar to Gonzaga. We're also a Jesuit Catholic institution. And so our mission statement really unifies our students, faculty, and staff. So you're going to find an emphasis both in and out of the classroom on community engagement, service, and social justice. And so as you can see here in this slide, everything in this red border is about 60 acres. And so from one end of campus to the other, it's about a 12-minute walk. And so very manageable. As you can see, we're very flush with our city of Seattle, but do know that it's still a very traditional college campus and a traditional college atmosphere, just with the added benefits of being in the city, in this business-centered city. As you can see, downtown is very close to campus. It's about a 15 to 20-minute walk downhill. We do have public transportation on all sides of us. And so you're going to be able to do things like the Space Needle, Pike's Place Market, as well as then also utilize the outdoors. If you love going to concerts, there's a lot of music venues, as well as then also start developing your professional development in terms of interning and doing research as well. We are very close to the Link Light Rail system, and so that'll get you to Seattle International Airport in under like 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, depending on when you do take the Link Light Rail to the airport. And so other cool things that you're going to be able to do here in Seattle at Seattle University is very much utilize the city as your classroom. So you're not just going to be stuck in four walls in a lot of your classes. We do have service learning components that are attached to some of our classes where you'll partner with a local nonprofit and then do volunteer work. In terms of numbers and all of that, we're about a small to medium-sized college. We're 4,700 undergraduate students. And so our class size, average class size is about 18, where our largest is about 30 to 35, and our smallest is around 4 to 6. So regardless of your class size, you're always going to be taught by professors. So never a teacher's assistant or a graduate assistant. And you're really going to get that sense of community and engagement and access to these expert resources, and even on exam days. Do know that we are a very residential campus, and so about 60% of our students come from outside of the state of Washington, and about 94% of the first-year students who come in do live on campus. As far as academics are concerned, we are also on the Common Application. We are test optional permanently and not just for the upcoming academic year. And so with that said, all of our programs are direct entry. So we're direct entry nursing, criminal justice, computer science, and even if you are coming in as undeclared. We do offer a core curriculum. So just like Gonzaga, we do teach our students in that liberal arts interdisciplinary lens. And so really that emphasizes the rigorous engagement within these multiple disciplines to have you all broaden your perspectives, as well as then critically think about certain subjects. And so really the faculty members are shaping these classes and content around the most pressing and thought-provoking questions in their disciplines. And it could be things like rhetoric for sustainable eat or sustainable food, or can we fix healthcare, or how do we use art for social change? We are, again, a Jesuit Catholic institution, so we do have 2 theology requirements, but that's not just focused on Catholic traditions. It could be anything like challenges to religious faith, or sports and spirituality, introductory to the Quran, or even Native American spirituality. In terms of pre-professional advising, if you're interested in pre-med, we have what we call pre-health here. And so that would encompass pre-med, as well as then going into, like, let's say, veterinary school. If you're interested, we have pre-law, as well as then pre-education for students. And then really these advisors are here to help you get into the right classes, to help you prepare for your MCATs and your LSATs, as well as then do things like mock panels and mock interviews for you as well. Pre-major advising is for our students who have multiple interests and who really are not able to narrow down what their major or what they want that to be. And so everything in terms of all our majors is open to our pre-major students, with the exception of nursing. Nursing's the only thing that you have to be directly admitted into. Otherwise, like, this program is really going to provide you a framework and programming and resources necessary for you to help to make a more informed decision, as well as then assess your strengths, your weaknesses, and really where you see your career going to. In terms of like student life and student development, we have over 100 different clubs on campus, anything ranging from knitting to esports to club intramural sports. We're a Division I institution. However, if you don't want to participate in D1 athletics, but still want to have that team mentality and team sports, we do offer that through our university recreation or our fitness center. And so if you can't really find that club that resonates with you, it's very easy to partner with our Center for Student Involvement with 5 of your friends, a faculty or staff advisor, and you'd be an officially recognized club on campus. And other resources that we have on campus is going to be things like our outreach center dedicated towards our first generation college students, our commuter students, as well as then students who are veterans. We do have our Office of Multicultural Affairs, as well as then Indigenous Peoples Institute. And another cool thing that we also have is that we offer learning assistance programs if that's something that you're interested in. In terms of deadline, I only have a couple of minutes left, so I want to let you all know that we do have early action and regular decision. We utilize a holistic review process, and then we do have merit scholarships that range from anywhere from $8,000 to $25,000, and that over 90% of our students receive some sort of financial aid at Seattle University. And so if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the Q&A. But with that said, again, my name's J.R. Robago. I'm your admissions rep for Seattle University, and hope you all have a good rest of your night.
Thank you. Our next presenter is Western Washington University. Okay. Is our host from Western Washington here tonight? Okay, well, with that, we're going to go to Southern Oregon University.
Hi, everyone. My name is Miranda Stiles, and I will be speaking about Southern Oregon University today. SOU is located in Ashland, Oregon, which is about 15 minutes away from the California border, so on the very southern part of the state. We have about 21,000 residents in the city of Ashland. However, we do get about 350,000 tourists each year, primarily due to the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, which is a world-renowned theater. They have plays for 9 months out of the year and usually about 11 shows. We do have Mount Ashland, which is about 15 miles away from campus. It's a ski and snowboard resort, as well as Lithia Park, which is about a 190-acre park just outside of the city limits. There's numerous hiking, mountain biking trails, whitewater rafting, so lots of outdoor activities in the Ashland, Oregon area, as well as the Rogue Valley. I did include a map with direct flights to Ashland. We have the Medford International Airport about 15 minutes away from campus, so students can fly in direct flights from any of these locations and then just take a shuttle straight to our campus. In terms of numbers, we have about 5,900 students, both undergraduate and graduate, with 21 students per class. We have 38 majors in under 7 academic divisions with over 100 different programs, majors, minors, pre-professional programs, as well as certificates. Some of our most notable majors are listed below. Business, education, psychology are our most popular in terms of class sizes. However, we're not impacted in any major. A program that often we are looked at nationally is for our theater department. So we have outstanding dramaturge, acting, costuming, set design, lighting, and any area you want to study in theater, we definitely have that. And it's definitely in collaboration with the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, which I just talked about. In terms of pre-professional programs, our STEM programs are incredible. We have more money in terms of science equipment than any other public school our size in the nation. We have students that study biology or chemistry or pre-med that go into Brown, Duke, and Stanford for their medical programs after scoring in the 90th percentile in their MCATs. So if you're looking at STEM, it's a great option. We also have digital cinema, which is a fundamental filmmaking degree, as well as an environmental science and policy program that is nationally ranked as well. Our campus is going to be pretty small, but we have a lot of things going on. So we have over 80 plus clubs and organizations, a lot of opportunities to do research and do capstone projects as well as internship projects. We also have an honors college, which accepts about 25 students per year. And we have a program called Degree in 3, where you can actually graduate in as little as 3 years with a reduction of general education classes. So it saves you a year's worth of time and money, which is great. We have study away programs, and we're nationally ranked in terms of an LGBTQ friendly college, as well as our disability friendly. So if you are a student with learning differences, we're a really good option with a lot of our resources. In terms of applying at Southern Oregon University, we are not part of the common application. I did see that there was a question in the Q&A. We have our own separate application at apply.sou.edu. You would submit your official transcripts asking your counselor or registrar, and then you would submit any additional documents if you need, such as essays, letter recommendation, and or resume. However, if you have a 2.5 unweighted GPA from your high school education or a 2.25 as a transfer student, you're not required to submit those additional documents. We do have a holistic review, so you're more than welcome to include those pieces. However, they're not required. We are test optional, so that means that you do not need to submit your SAT or ACT scores. And with our scholarships, those SAT or ACT scores are not dependent on those. We do have rolling admissions, which means technically you can apply throughout the year. However, we do ask that you apply by February 1st to get the optimal scholarship package. Once you apply, submit your transcripts, you'll hear back from SOU within 2 to 3 weeks, no matter what time of the year that you do apply. In terms of paying for the university, if you are an out-of-state student, tuition and fees is going to be about $26,000 in addition to room and board for your first year, about $14,000. However, if you are part of the 14 most Western states shown here, also including American Samoa and the Commonwealth of Mariana Islands, you would fall into our Western undergraduate exchange program, which instead of paying a $26,000 in tuition, it's automatically cut in half. So tuition and fees would be closer to about $15,000. This is automatic for students in those states. There's no separate application and no GPA requirement. It is stackable. So if you're getting an athletic scholarship or a community-based scholarship or bringing any scholarship over from your high school, that can be stackable with our WUI And there's also WUI merit. So if you are a first-year student from one of our WUI states, you can actually get additional scholarship package on top of WUI based on your GPA. I have about 45 seconds left, so I definitely wanted to include this page about how you connect with us. We have our website, email, and phone number. We also have virtual tours. If you're able to come on campus, we are providing tours at this time. However, you can either chat with an admission counselor or take the virtual tour on our virtual connections page. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate y'all being here tonight.
Thank you. Our final presenter is University of British Columbia. Oh, sorry, University of Oregon. I apologize.
That's okay. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Carmichael. I'm the Southern California Regional Admissions Counselor with the University of Oregon. I'm also joined here tonight with my colleague Grant, who is going to answer any questions in the Q&A. So feel free, you can even chat while I'm talking. But happy to answer your questions and get you the personal information that you're looking for. We are a public liberal arts and research institution located in Eugene, and we have a student population of about 20,000 undergraduates. If you're to add in our graduate and professional students, that brings us up to about 23,000. So we affectionately refer to it as a big, small school. You'll get all of the opportunities of a large research institution while still maintaining a really great small community on campus. You can walk from one end to the other within 15 minutes and definitely notice a really great community on campus while you're there. We have all 50 states represented in our undergraduate population, as well as over 100 different countries. So it's a really diverse campus, and it's something that really enhances our way of life, everything from the clubs and organizations that we have to offer our students to the discussions that are being brought into our classrooms. Here you can see our beautiful green campus. Our campus is actually an arboretum. So when you get to campus, you can get an app on your phone and just take a tour of the trees. Personally, that's one of my favorite fun facts about U of O. It's really beautiful, very green, and people are really proud of that fact. So it really ties in these environmentally friendly initiatives and this sustainability mindset that's going on both on and off campus where we're located. And here you can see we are ideally situated in between the coast, the Cascade Mountains, and the city of Portland. So it's a great location where we're based. So if you like to surf, you can still access the Pacific Ocean. It's about an hour away, or we're about an hour from the Cascade Mountains. So skiing and snowboarding is easily accessible to our students as well. We're only about 3 hours from Mount Bachelor, which would be some of the best skiing and snowboarding in the Pacific Northwest. And Eugene is actually the second largest city in the state of Oregon. So it's got a lot happening. There's a lot going on. We have our own airport, so it's really easy to get to and from campus. And we're about 20 minutes from the airport. So it really is just that right distance from home where you're far enough away, but not too far, and you can easily get home when you want to. Also, public transportation is free for our students. So when you get to campus, you'll get your student ID that serves as your bus pass, and it's really easy to get out and about and explore the local area. On campus, we have over 240 different programs of study to choose from, lots of options available to our students. One thing I always like to start by highlighting is that we don't have any impacted programs. We have all the resources to get our students out on time, and that's always our goal as well. Our most popular way for our students to start out on campus is actually undecided. About 30% of our students will do that. You'll have access to academic advisors the way that anyone else does. You can work with them along the way to set up your course load, but keep in mind you don't have to decide until the end of your sophomore year. Also, with our liberal arts background, many of our students will choose to combine different areas of study. So if you want to double major, major and minor, major and triple minor, totally up to you and what you're looking to get out of your program. Just know those are options available to you. We're a member of the AAU, or the Association of American Universities. Only about 60 schools are selected for this, and we're selected for it because of our research opportunities. We're a tier 1 research institution, and about 75% of our students are getting involved in research throughout their 4-year experience. This is going to be across the board in any area of academic study. So we have amazing opportunities in the sciences. We actually have a cadaver lab that's really easily accessible to our undergraduate students because it's built into the human physiology major, but also you're going to find research opportunities across the board in any area of academic study. Our highest research budget is actually in our College of Education, which I think is really kind of a fun fact. So no matter what you're looking to study, make sure to let your faculty know if you see them getting involved in something that you're interested in. We are now test optional for admission, and that's moving forward. So we do not need SAT or ACT scores now or ever going forward. We're actually test blind for scholarship consideration this year. So here you can see our scholarships that students are automatically going to be considered for with the application process. And that's for UO Excellence Summit and Apex. Stamps and Diversity Excellence do have supplemental application parts to it that students can get access to once they apply. But Summit and Apex are based solely on GPA. UO Excellence is based on GPA as well as a holistic review of the application. So just make sure to be on file by deadlines to be able to be considered for those, but we do not need SAT or ACT for admission into U of O or the Honors College or for scholarships. We are now also guaranteeing that your tuition is going to stay the same for your full time on campus through the Oregon Guarantee. So whatever tuition rate you start at U of O, it's going to be locked in for your full time on campus, which is up to 5 years. And that's 5 years because we do have a couple 5-year programs through our architecture programs, but keep in mind, all of our other programs are designed to be 4-year programs. So just removes that uncertainty for you. Here is my contact information. I'm also going to drop it into the chat after I'm done speaking, but keep in mind, you can keep those questions coming. I look forward to continuing to be your contact all the way through the college search process. I know that this can be a stressful process, so my hope is always to alleviate some of that along the way. So thank you so much for your time, and go Ducks.
Thank you. Our next presenter is University of British Columbia.
Hello, everyone. Let's just get this rolling. All right, hi everyone, welcome. My name is Laura Thompson. I'm an international student recruiter and advisor, and I have 6 minutes with you to educate everyone on the University of British Columbia. Now, I do want to acknowledge that we're currently living through a pandemic, and UBC is taking a blending learning approach. So with that, most of our students are currently learning remotely, and we have also taken on the decision that we're going to be test optional for 2021. So just something to be mindful if you're applying this year. We're also going to be flexible and adaptable with applications given the circumstances. And I hope that everyone's staying healthy and well. Now it's only me here, so I will be a little bit slower to the Q&A, but I'll be sure to take a look after my 6-minute session. But why is it that students are consistently choosing to come to the University of British Columbia? Now, UBC, it is a world-class research university. We have over 265 majors within 41 bachelor programs. Our campuses are really like none other. We're located in 2 of the most beautiful cities in Canada, and we have a ton of extracurricular opportunities. Now, UBC is a large public research university in which research is available at the undergraduate level. And we do pride ourselves in offering students engaging learning communities with a 15-to-1 student to professor ratio. All of our large classes are broken down into smaller labs, tutorials, and our professors who hold their PhDs are going to be engaging their students. Our professors also are all going to be holding mandatory office hours, which are 3 hours a week. And we are one of the most international universities in all of North America. So over 18,000 international students across both campuses. And yes, I did say 2 campuses. So at UBC, we have a campus in Vancouver and one in Kelowna. But regardless of the campus, you're still getting that UBC degree. It just will be at a different sized location and definitely a different city. And I'll just highlight those cities very quickly here. Now, the city of Vancouver is Canada's 3rd largest city, which is home to roughly 2.8 million people. It is located in the southwest corner of BC. And it's about 3 hours from Seattle, so you can get to the US quite quickly. It's definitely known for its scenic beauty, as you can see in the photos here, mountains, a cosmopolitan flair, and one of the warmest cities in Canada. And the campus itself is 20 minutes from the downtown core, home to roughly 44,000 undergrads. So as I mentioned, definitely a large campus. And if you were to hop on into a plane and fly for 1 hour east or drive for 4 hours, you're going to get to our second campus in Kelowna, which is the third largest city in British Columbia. It's home to roughly 200,000 residents. It's more of a mid-sized city, definitely more of an agricultural center historically, but now more of a tech center. And the city also has beautiful, beautiful landscapes, outdoor amenities, mountains, lakes, and residents get to enjoy 4 distinct seasons. So you get champagne powder snow in the winters, you get hot summers, perfect for lake activities, and then temperate springs and falls. And here you can see our Okanagan campus, just over 9,000 undergrads. This is more of a mid-sized campus, also 20 minutes from the downtown core of Kelowna. You're going to find just a closer knit learning environment here, newer feel. You might more organically get to know everyone on this campus. Now, both campuses have guaranteed housing for all first-year students. You just apply by May 1st. It is not mandatory to live in our residences, though, but it is guaranteed in your first year, and 70% of our rooms are single rooms. Now, thinking about extracurricular opportunities, obviously you want to make sure your student experience is beyond the classroom as much as it is in the classroom. Now, at UBC, as I mentioned, we're a research intensive school, and you can get involved with that at the undergraduate level. We have cooperative education placements. These are paid work experiences. There's over 350 student run clubs across our campuses. We have varsity athletics, competitive sport clubs, and intramurals, and we have study abroad. So all of those amenities at your fingertips. But switching it over and thinking about the application, it is coming down to 3 steps, but you cannot apply undecided or undeclared at UBC. You do apply into a bachelor degree, and you have 2 program choices. You can apply to 2 programs on one campus or 1 program at each of the campuses. And you do not select a major on the application. So instead, just that bachelor degree program, and then you declare your major normally in year 2. The second step, you can see, apply by January 15th and submit your documents by March 15th. We are not an early action or early decision school. So that Jan 15th deadline is the app deadline. We are not on the Common App either. You apply to you.ubc.ca, as you can see on the screen there. In terms of requirements, you can see it is curriculum based depending on what curriculum you're studying. As I did mention, though, we are test optional for the 2021 intake. We do grant transfer credits for anyone who's doing IB AP courses. Faculty specific requirements depending on the program you are applying into. What we're looking for in the admissions portion is going to be academic performance and then supplementary performance as well. So a written statement for that. We do not track demonstrated interest, no letters of recommendation, no interviews. In terms of cost, you can see a quick breakdown of what the total cost of attendance would be for UBC, roughly 44,000 USD for everything in. If that cost in total is looking a lot, we do have scholarships and awards. We do not give financial aid packages, but a scholarship and or an award is how we can support students. We also have students from the US who bring FAFSA loans up to Canada. So you would be able to bring loans. Our entrance-based scholarships are automatically evaluated based off your application, your personal profile, and your grades. So primarily junior, senior year grades. But now I'll take a look at that as Q&A, and thanks so much for learning about UBC.
Okay, since we have a little time here at the end, if all of our presenters would be interested, we're going to do just a quick round robin. And if I could have you all start by sharing just a favorite thing of yours on campus, maybe a favorite tradition, just something special to share about your campus.
Yeah, I think Gonzaga basketball is something we get a lot of notoriety for, and it's something that we get really excited about. So all Division I sporting events are free for students to attend. Our basketball arena has been sold out for, I don't know, about 20 years now. And we are preseason ranked #1 right now. We were ranked #1 near the end of last year. So we're really excited. Students will camp out for games. They'll be in line for quite a while. And there's a ton of excitement that it brings, and we feel it from our students on campus, but also the city of Spokane.
I can go next. Since I believe I'm next. So one of my favorite campus traditions is during finals week, we have this thing called De-Stress with Dogs that a lot of our faculty and staff end up bringing for our students to just lay on the floor and be cuddled by puppies and dogs. And so sorry if you're a cat lover, but that is definitely one of my more favorite campus traditions at Seattle University.
That was a good one. I enjoyed listening to that one. One of ours that we have at SOU is a big luau and Polynesian festival. We have quite a large Hawaiian and American Samoa population here on campus, and they really love spreading their culture and having one big luau event in the spring. So thousands of people, both within SOU and the community, come out for that. So that's just one fun thing that we do here at SOU.
I would like to share how our football stadium is not actually on campus. It's about a mile from campus. And so on game days, there is a parade that goes from campus to the football stadium to go to Autzen, and it's over the river and through the woods. So it's definitely a really just exciting time to be on campus and a great tradition to be part of.
And I'll speak just to one of the traditions on UBC's Vancouver campus. Every spring, UBC Vancouver hosts one of the biggest intramural events in North America. It's called Storm the Wall. And this event, it combines the elements of a triathlon. So swimming, sprinting, biking, running, but then there's a twist, and everyone at the end of this relay as a team or individual has to get over a 12-foot wall. And all the students kind of sit around and watch every team compete in this. Our own university president will always compete in it. It's definitely something that basically every undergrad will do. It's kind of like a rite of passage. At some point in your degree, you end up doing Storm the Wall, but definitely a great campus tradition on our Vancouver campus.
Okay, and then maybe just one more, if everyone wants to just share one really short piece of college search advice. And we can go in the same order.
Okay, cool. I'd say every admission professional you're working with, their job is not to convince you to go to their school. Their job and what they want to do is support you throughout this search. So no matter where they're at, always ask questions. They're here to help you, give you insight. I think we all believe there's no such thing as a best school, but there is such a thing as a best fit. And we definitely all want to help you find that. So that's my piece.
My piece of advice for you all is that regardless of where you're at in the application process, is to make sure that you take a break and take a step back so that you can still enjoy your high school years, because you are only able to do that once, and then you're going to be pushed into adulthood very quickly. And so make sure that you take a break, especially during this time right now.
Thank you. One piece of advice is obviously reach out to admission counselors like all of us here tonight. We're here to help. But also if you have a chance to maybe reach out to students on campus, student ambassadors, they have a really good insight to the university, and potentially they might be from your same state or in the same major, and they can give you some great insight that have a little bit of a different perspective than us. So that would be one thing. Even if you're not able to visit the campus, reach out to the staff and they will give you contact for students.
I just want to say that I know that this can be a really stressful process, and I'm sure that's only heightened at a time like this. And so I just want to say, just try to have fun with it. It's a really exciting time in your life. And I know we hear a lot about really highly selective institutions, and that's not the majority of schools. So keep that in mind too. But it's one of the most exciting times in your life. You're going to find the right fit school, and it's going to be a wonderful 4-year experience. So try to find the fun in it.
And I guess going last sometimes is hard for this, but I would say definitely connect with your admissions professionals. That's what we're here for. We're here to answer questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question, and always just stay in touch. I look forward to staying in touch with some of you after this over email, but yeah.
Thank you all. Really appreciate that. And for everyone else, thank you so much for joining us. When this window closes, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted, so please be sure to sign up for additional sessions. And then in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as other sessions recordings where you signed up. Again, thank you so much and have a wonderful evening, everyone.
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.